Well, guys, it's now time to react to another Monster Truck event, as this is Monster Jam Indianapolis 2001 Freestyle. I actually had to wait till the next day to watch Freestyle, since I couldn't do it yesterday because, God forbid, the delay of having to render this video in order to get sound caused it to take way too long, and I didn't have enough time before work. And I didn't trust that I was going to have enough time with a 16 truck field. So, let's finally get this event underway as we're getting closer to the end of the year and hopefully for World Finals 2.
In the heart of the heartland stands a monument to horsepower. Indianapolis, home to the biggest events in motorsports, the Indy 500.
But yeah, we got big field. Remember, 16 trucks. This is the biggest field in Monster Jam's history. Probably. Look at what we're going to be seeing tonight. We're going to be seeing some wild stuff. It's a much bigger track than Atlanta was.
The monster trucks will do battle in freestyle competition. When the night is over, the jumps will be flattened. The crush cars will be crushed.
And of course, we saw Brian Bartle make the finals last time in racing, but still, no one could stop Tom. And hopefully, Grey Dig will be ready to go for this event too. Since remember, Todd Frolic didn't race at all last time out.
For Monster Jam.
All right, so let's get this event underway. Because remember, the order still is after here in Indianapolis, we're going to New Orleans. Then it was the third Houston show, then the second Minneapolis show, then Jacksonville, and then wrap up with Pontiac before World Finals 2. And then I'll get back to reacting to the events you all sent me, and then I'll get to Monster Jam 2002.
Second week at this venue, which means what? Freestyle.
Yeah, everyone's favorite. But of course, like I said, I am just doing a bit of a hurry. I want to get as much stuff done as possible. All right, looks like maybe Fresh starts off, maybe?
Brian Bartle, the driver. Bulldozer Steve Reynolds has been very, very impressive in his few weeks on the circuit. And Goldberg's here. The world racing champion.
Of course, I hate these spoilers. Why can't you save that shit for later?
Storylines tonight are this track. Tight, tacky. What will it mean for freestyle? What will these guys be able to come up with? We'll see in a moment. And Gravedigger did not make it past qualifying last week. Can he be ready tonight for freestyle?
That's just nothing but problems.
They're getting her ready. We're going to find out they can bring.
Here we go. Pat Suman Thrasher get things started. Let's see. First time Seaman Freestyle is going to go right for the cars. Nice start.
Pay-per-view in Vegas. If you haven't ordered it yet, get with your cable operator or your satellite dish distributor to see the World Finals live.
All right, here we go now. He's going to go for the big van stack. Wow, big move right there. Going for the van stack to start off. Let's go. That's a huge van stack. Remember, it's a triple pyramid. Oh my goodness, what a start there. Uh-oh, looks like might have some problems. All right, looks like. Yeah, they did some sort of speed up failure there. Uh-oh, has rear steer problem. But they did some camera edit right there. Because remember, he passed the van stack, and then they're doing some edits with that. And I don't like that. So going for the racing lane, and that's it. That was terribly edited video. All of a sudden, you can see right there, past the van stack, and then next up they show him in front of the van stack. But yeah, that was a big start going for that van stack. That was huge back then. And gonna get 21. Probably too high though, for what I saw. But of course, since they cut it up, that really got me angry. Just show him struggling across the track for God's sake. Don't cut it up.
Welcome back to the motorsports capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Of course, there's the Indy 500, and here at the RC.
As we continue on freestyle, of course, we know Grey Digger will be freestyling because of that. Again, I hate when they do the spoilers.
Yeah, we don't know how much truck he's got. We know this guy's got a bunch of truck. Tom Mintz and Goldberg looking for that perfect 30.
And to get the sweep as well. Since he got the sweep last week in Houston. All right, here we go. Chad Christian, Little Tiger. So Brian Bartle did not drive. I was expecting Bartle to drive because he drove Little Tiger in Freestyle a couple times this season and such. He would drive it and Wolverine. Alright, nice Sky Wheelie off the cars. But again, Little Tiger so far doesn't seem to have a lot of momentum yet.
This is new for Chad Christian. Not a whole
of course, doing more N is going to go right for those cars again.
Some nice little shots up there. Kind of that wheelie effect with getting the
like going like way too fast and like really ruining the momentum and such for me to have a fair score review of it. Still probably I would say Thrasher probably should lead. And that's a 19. Yeah, I still agree with Thrasher leading. Alright, here we go. Harold Reynolds and Wrenchhead 2. And he's going to go for the back of the cars.
That's our first look at Harold trying to really get a good freestyle going. Again, he's got 90 seconds. You need to use the whole time, and you need to keep moving.
And he's going to go back to that racing again with the edits. I hate that so much. It like ruins the momentum and such. I hate it so much. They're going to go for the cars right there again. It's like they as soon as it goes for obstacle, they show stuff of the fans before they show the truck again to make it less noticeable. All right, here we go. He's going to go line up for the triple, the van stack. Here we go. Right for the van stack. Nice here. But off the side, he's on two wheels. He's going to go over. Over he goes. And I think this might be the last time we see Wrenchhead 2 as well.
Now the crowd loves that kind of thing.
Yeah, but he only used half
Yeah,
the
flipped
run.
too early, but nothing you can do about that.
You can see going up, just didn't have enough momentum.
I mean, that could potentially take the lead, but I already know what's going to happen, of course. And this is going to be very controversial, as he got a perfect 30 to win freestyle. How about that? Got a perfect 30 and undeserved.
You're looking good out there. You did a good score. The fans love that stuff. You gotta sacrifice, don't you?
Oh yeah, you gotta sacrifice sometimes. If you don't tear it up, you don't get good scores.
Well, he tore it up and got a good score.
Yeah, that was an undeserved win. But that's not it. Oh, there's more coming this event.
More in a moment.
So cut up freestyle to show the quads and all that. Yeah, of course.
History was made. Saturday, March 24th.
Pay-per-view.
All right, so let's get back to freestyle now. Hero rounds 1, but we got 13 trucks still to go, people.
When we get to Vegas, we're going to jump it up to 130%. I finished second last year. I've only got one place to go, and that's to get number 1. Tom's got one place to go. That's down.
All right,
of
now,
course.
hey, let's get some pro.
Robbie Gray Mountaineer now.
Jeremiah.
His tail. Now later, Ben Jackson being challenged for second right there by the 15. That's Ben Bartsorek. Cuts the corner, takes it over, but Corey Ellis, the number 53, who's been strong all year, gets the victory in Heat 2.
We'll move on to Heat 3 now. It's Jeremiah Jones on the red number 2 quad.
And of course, I had to watch all this because I want to make sure I don't miss anything of Mountaineer. But yeah, I'm not liking how they did the event so far with the eds and all that. The truck goes for an obstacle, they then cut to the fans and all that, so they can do like a quick ed to show going for the next obstacle. Like, ruins the flow and momentum of the run. It makes it feel like they're going a lot faster and stuff than they should be. I hate that. Alright, so here we go. Robbie Gray Mountaineer. We saw him the last few events now. Got on 2 wheels a little bit. This might be the last time we're going to be seeing him this year, too. Remember, he drove here in Indianapolis last year, too. He's going to go right for the back of the cars. See, with that ed, it looks natural. Got on 2 wheels a little bit. This looks just so natural in comparison. I hate the eds they were doing earlier. Terrible. I'm going to go for the back of the race lane. Nice hit. Got good momentum so far. So far, it looks like it has the best momentum out of everyone out here. But again, the sway bar must be busted because the truck is leaning. Every time he's making a turn, the truck's leaning. Here we go for the back of the cars. Again, nice hit. And, of course, there's the eds again. Going to go for the other cars.
They'll see Goldberg in a little bit.
Honestly, I think this could maybe contend for the lead because at least had some momentum out there. Sure didn't go up. Yep.
Oh, right there.
Sway bar.
Pieces start to break, and you're not going to get.
That's where the lead's coming from.
23
And 23, I think that might be too high, but yeah, oh, that's right. That's right. It can't take the lead because it's right. Harold Rounds counts the 30. That should honestly have taken the lead though, what Robbie Gray did. Although I think that might have been too high of a score.
Well, you know, we went out with a situation. I went out there now and I had a broken shock. So, last run against Bulldozer, I broke a shock. Went out this time and I was
Classic VHS moment.
I broke a sway bar. So when I broke that sway bar, I was kind of limited to what I could do. So I couldn't go out there.
And yeah, also too, as I mentioned before, this event, like I think this freestyle came out after World Finals 2. So, like I said before, my memory and stuff of the events after World Finals 2 is going to be a lot less good coming up. Probably New Orleans is where it's going to be more noticeable. All right, here we go. Larry Jarzel and Prout. Here we go with the eds again. Going to go for the cars. I hate that so much. Here we go for the back of the racing lane again. Nice air. Something dangling down there.
Jarzel trying to get a comfort level going in the truck. Actually, not doing too bad.
All right, now going to go for that racing lane again. Looks like someone went for the van stack after Jarzel did, because that van looks more damaged. I don't think Reynolds did that. All right, for the racing lane.
as you said, Scotty really hasn't done anything spectacular.
No, it was a solid run, but again, not spectacular, and no special hooks. You know, nothing to make him stand out from the crowd. But again,
what the? A 28?
These judges
What?
are a little generous.
Well, all
Nothing
right.
Wow, no.
Real generous.
A 28.
No, just no.
Okay, all right.
God, last weekend, I think it was last weekend land, the judges were so strict. Now they're way too loose. Oh, man. Talk about extremes. That was absolutely not deserved. Just like Reynolds getting his 30 was undeserved.
Hey, I want to remind everybody
Okay.
Hammer questions coming up. Hope you've paid attention to this show.
So now 5 trucks in, of course, Reynolds won. Hopefully someone who's actually deserving gets the tie.
If you know the answer to our jammer question a little bit later. Time now to learn
And Reynolds, of course, is the 4th driver to win Freestyle this year other than Dennis, Tom, and Lyle.
You know, I think he's serious about that. His truck has a great look to it. You see that?
Here we go, Jim Jack and Rep Toys. Here he comes out in the track.
The fangs on Reptoid. Now he just wants to get it to run
For the back of the race lane, nice hit. A little bit of a stoppie.
Jim certainly is getting the seat time.
As he now lines up for the back of the race lane. Nice sky wheelie coming down. That van still just looks more damaged than it should be. I don't think Reynolds did all that damage. Here we go for the van stack. Up and over it. Nice crush there. That is a tough van stack to get over, though. And gonna fly into the race lane. Nice hit there by Jack. Gone 2 wheels a little bit. Looks like gonna go back for the van again. Yep, here we go for the van stack. Up and over, nice air. Beautiful. This is a great run so far. This should definitely... Well, it can't take the lead because the only way it can win, and it's not a win score, but this definitely has been the best freestyle so far of the night. For the back of the racing lane, nice sky wheelie. Odd angled hit.
Feel the freestyle. You gotta smell it. You gotta hear it. That horsepower has just gotta keep going. It's gotta be loud. It's gotta be moving.
And now here we go for the van stack for 3rd time. Up and over it. Nice. Oh my god. Of course, they did another cut, too. So that's the 4th van stack hit. Wait, that looked very similar to the last one. Did they show it again?
Well, again, a good solid run. We'll see what our judges will come up with here.
Good air. 27.
That one van hasn't even been touched yet. A 28.
28 for Jim
I think that
Jack.
might be just a little bit higher than I would go. But it was a great run. That honestly should have taken the lead, but no. Someone had to give Wrenchhead 2 a 30. It was undeserved.
You know, things weren't flowing real well for him. And Wrenchhead went out there and rolled it over and got a 30. I think he kind of lucked out on that score right there, to tell you the truth. Because really, you know, he didn't even know where he was at.
Well, somebody else feels that way. Huh?
You know, taking a look at what's happening, let's see what Airman Dan does here in Destroyer.
Here we go, Destroyer. Airman Dan going to go for the car sideways. Nice touch. No one did that yet. And he's going to go for that a little bit crooked. Nice.
Very generous. The problem is, all of us watching, and you and I might know, there are going to be some spectacular runs still to come, and they've left no room at the top.
Here we go for the van stack. Nice wheelie over the van stack for Dan. Nice. But again, he could put up a good run, and he's not going to take his deserved lead potentially. He's going to go for the race lane a little bit more momentum. Now slap it at the end. Nice. Dan's driving really good out here right now. Here we go for the van stack again. Can he get another slap wheelie over it? Yeah, he did it again. Nice. And he's going to get a slap wheelie too. Look at him go out there. Great run so far by Dan. My goodness. This run's been insane. Gonna go for the cars and try to get like another slap wheelie, but didn't quite work out.
She knows what she's doing, man. This truck can run.
My goodness. Gonna go for the rollers. A little bit of air knocked over the judges. Oh, a little bit of another slap wheelie, but look like there's something wrong with the rear steer. This has definitely been the run of the night now. But of course, Dan's not gonna get his deserved lead. Here we go. Gonna go for the hill sideways. Oh, nice wheelie. But not going to be able to climb up the hill. What a great run that was by Dan. The only problem is it looked like he might have ended a little bit early, but he destroyed Jim Jack there. But of course, we already know he's not going to win. Nor was that really a win and run, but you know what I mean by he needs to be the leader, but we know he's not.
And what do our judges say?
A 28. Again, very high score, and that would probably be up there, but again, that 30 is undeserved.
3 guys booked 30s tonight? What's going on with that?
Well, you know, you got a good bunch of trucks here. You're looking at some of the best in the world. We had a pretty good freestyle course to work on. We chose to take a little different approach.
And unfortunately, I think Dan Moriarty spoiled the scores upcoming.
I think the crowd really got excited over that.
And you can tell they did the interview after the event's over, too.
I always like that, and I love the vans. I wish we had a school bus here.
But man, that was a great run, Dan Evans. That was probably one of his best freestyles that we've seen.
Predator among those on the way on Monster Jam.
Last year, Monster Truck history.
Yep, later on this year. But I want to get more of the event done because I got do stuff so they got work at 3 today.
The spectacular freestyle.
So I got like less than slightly over 3 hours to get all this shit done.
Spectacular. Everybody's already figuring how am I going to top it this year in the World Finals 2 from the great freestyle, the greatest freestyle we ever saw last year in Las Vegas. You've got to get this one in your home on pay-per-view. Call your cable operator, satellite dish distributor right now because this is the weekend. It's World Finals weekend. Live on pay-per-view Saturday night.
I also want to remind folks that our Jammer questions coming up a little later in the show. Pay attention and then log on to ushra.com. You could be a winner. Our freestyle points tonight, there's that incredible 30 from richhead.com. We have documented how the judges here in Indianapolis have been very, very liberal with their scores. And we should note that every arena we go to, there are different judges, and they do come from the crowd. So we're going to have some different criteria, and we're going to have some different scores.
All right, looks like John Cesack's on Impact now. And yeah, they're I don't like the judges here. They're really stupid. Here we go for the back of the race lane. Nice hit.
It's a consistency thing that I'm not having a problem with, but Mike, like you and I discussed, there's just no room at the top. All you can do is try now to top or to tie.
And now going to go for the back of the race lane right here. Nice Sky Wheelie again. Ooh, hard hit. A little bit on 2 wheels.
A little later, and the best they can do is tie Wrenchhead. Let's see what C-Stock can do.
I think we're probably barely even halfway through the freestyle now, too, because there's 16 trucks here. Nice air coming down.
I'll tell you what, though, these guys got to be loving the way the points are distributed, because remember, you know, everything adds up to getting you into the World Finals and trying to win a World Points Championship. And
here we go for the back of the race lane. Nice send. And if you remember the spoiler earlier, I'm pretty sure eventually they're going to add a car in that red racing lane like we did in Atlanta last week. Here we go for the racing lane sideways. Nice touch. Although Airman Dan already did that. And you can see he did after Dan because that thing back there's been destroyed when Dan destroyed it.
You always get an extra point in my mind if you're the first to do something.
Here we go for the van stack now. Up and over. Nice wheelie again.
Job at all there.
Over 10 years behind the wheel of Monster Trucks, John Cesack.
All right, looks like going to go for the racing lane sideways again. Here we go.
Kyle is 2 biggest fans, and I'll tell you,
he pushed that one car forward a little bit. Got a slap wheelie. As he now goes. Looks like going to park instead. All right, looks like time to do his roof walk.
Now we're going to see the roof walk, I believe. Here he goes. There he is, John Cesack with a big wave. I love the finish.
Of course, that shouldn't count towards the score. I hope it would. Oh, God.
John Cesack, not really spectacular, but a good, solid freestyle. We've seen several of those here.
And frankly, the judges should
yep, not bad run.
Well if they're going to continue with the way they've been scoring because it was a solid freestyle.
On the monster meter, 28 feet. Not
that
bad.
van's finally starting to give in.
Our score.
A 27, that's, I think, too high.
John Cesack.
God, they're way too, like, liberal on that score.
It wasn't too bad, wasn't the best. You know, I kind of did what I wanted to do. I wanted to mess with Tom Mentz's head. I haven't beaten Goldberg yet. I want to beat him bad. You know, like.
Well, John, just wait a few more weeks. Ah, he did it again, Tom!
I mean, if nothing else,
oh, it's funny.
What I wanted to do tonight. I got a little bit against Tom, you know, and just gonna play some games.
Okay, a little rivalry.
All right, so of course we still have just Wrenchhead 2 with the win, but we still got a lot more trucks to come up still. We're probably only like halfway through freestyle. All right, here we go. Alan P's on Predator. Nice Skyway. Oh, on angle hit a little bit on the the race lane coming down. Allen's been struggling this year so far. Remember, he won Freestyle last year in Orlando. He is a good freestyle. He's just been having bad breaks. Going to go into that hill. As he's going to go for the motocross jump. A little bit of nice air there. And going to go into that jump. Nice touch. He was the first one to do that too, so that's going to help out a lot. Here we go for the van stack. Nice wheelie across it. Allen's looking really good right now. Here we go for center jump again. Send it a little bit more. Big air. But we already know Tom's going to go for it. Hopefully someone else will. Here we go for the van stack. Yep, right for the van again. Honestly, it looks like Predator might have came out later before Sudden Impact. A lot of smoke coming out. Here we go for center jump again. Nose dive a little bit. Gonna go that hill. I think something happened to Predator. Like it died. Yeah, it looked like it died. Like you heard on land like the engine like died or something because there was like no RPM after that.
Let's see what the score from where the scores go.
25. Now all of a sudden I think they're going way too low. My goodness.
25. You usually shine here. I don't know. I think that was pretty lame on the judges there. I think it was a lot better than 25.
Amen, Allen. Amen. Thank you.
Good momentum, and I know it deserved more than 25.
All right, Allen, this is one time I'll agree with you. Me too. Hey, Pro Quad Finals coming up.
Oh my God! Now the judges are being too strict now. That's so unfair to Allen. Up here we go. Brian Barlow now Wolverine. We saw him made the finals last time out.
But they're all still chasing Tim Farr in the Pro Quads.
And our congrats to Tim Farr.
Two-time national champion, 3 of the last 4 races. There's got to be a trick to this.
Okay, so we're getting ready for Brian Barlow. We saw him freestyle Little Tiger early in here. He got a lot of power wheelies and stuff, remember, in Little Tiger, but now he's in Wolverine. He's going to go right for the van stack. Get excited. Oh, and look at that. They put the extra car in there in the racing lane. All right, can't wait to see that.
Minnesota, and again, as we documented last week with his great run in the racing, this is such a neat situation for Brian. All
right, so now here we go for the motocross jump. As he crawls over it. And you go right for that jump.
Also, later this year, here on TV, we'll see the other new Marvel Comics truck, the Spider-Man, with a former Pro Stadium truck racer, Leo Donald, behind the wheel of that one.
Yeah, Spider-Man is in May 2, like I said before, going to run over that stand. Nice bit of wheelie right there. Slap it at the end. So we'll see Spider-Man later on the year, of course. Leo Donald drive it in his rookie year. The future freestyle champion is going to go right for the cars right there. Although I don't know if we're going to... Oh, no, we are going to see Leo Donald later on in Minneapolis. But Spider-Man is driven by Charlie Palk, and I think in Pontiac later on the year. Nice wheelie over the van stack for Bartle. Solid run so far for him. But it does feel like he's had a downgrade freestyle compared to Little Tiger. But he got the massive upgrade in racing. Oh, another wheelie again! Slap wheelied it.
Job of going over them, getting those front wheels up in the air.
Not bad for Bartle, but still just wasn't quite like how he does in Little Tiger, though.
Judges again, they've been given high marks, and I see no reason why they won't give Brian some here. He absolutely did a nice job. Gets up here 29 feet on the monster meter.
Yeah, Advanced Tech finally giving in. And at 29, again, now they're scoring way too high again. And they screwed over Allen.
Yeah, truck really likes the track, and it's coming around and starting to work really good.
But a great debut for Bartle, at least.
I got a late draw in the freestyle order, and everything was smashed to smithereens. There wasn't a whole lot to do, but I hit most everything I could hit out there.
All right, here we go. Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger now.
We're not just obviously going to jump a bunch of things out here. This is some good wheeling material right here. If we can keep our transmission from getting real hot and smoky.
Remember, Scott, you have time limit, too. He tried to get his power wheelie right there. Remember, you have time limit. Hey, he got one there. Power wheelie. And now I'm going to go for the back of the race lane with a car up there. Nice touch right there. But remember, the clock starts as soon as they say so. It doesn't start before your first obstacle, so he wastes a lot of time trying to get that set up.
Well, he is, and he wants to take a lot of momentum into the World Finals.
All right, here we go for the racing lane sideways. Up and over it.
Get Tom Meents knocked off the mountaintop in racing, and the big great thing in freestyle.
And he got another power wheelie. Of course, they did edits there. And they're going to go for the cars right there again. Up and over it.
Coming off a standing start. You know, that's so impressive. We've seen some pretty
Here
good
we go for
slap
center
moves
jump.
when you go up in the air, slap down, and come
Big
up
air.
like that.
Gonna go in that jump.
Standing
Runs over one of the trees.
10,000-pound machine, pretty amazing.
And then another power wheelie across the track. Oh yeah, I just noticed we haven't seen Eradicator yet either.
And the judges, something completely unique from everybody else. If they're going to be liberal, this might be a 30, Mike.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve a 30 though, that's the thing. And of course he does get the 30, so Scott Hartsock ties Reynolds as he got his potentially first freestyle win in Monster Jam.
And there's a 30 up on the board before you hit it.
Well, you got to do everything you can do to make a 30 out here to begin with. You know, we got some of the top trucks in the nation right here. And to come out here and pull a 30 off tonight, it took some good Ford freestyle and wheelies to do it. Thanks to the Mega Power Car Care products backing us. That old truck was hooking up in this clay. We rode some real nice wheelies, did some good clean jumps, didn't tear too much up. Our second truck, can't say much for it. It kind of turned over early in the show, but hey, you know, we're going to come back out next weekend in New Orleans. Lock, cock,
Yep, we'll see him next time out in New Orleans.
All these guys.
All right. And he'll have his sights set on some guys in Las Vegas. Don't forget, be a part of our page.
All right, so of course now we have a tie for freestyle with Reynolds and Hartsock, although neither of them really deserve the lead, especially Reynolds.
Was made Saturday, March 24th, live.
God, we got so much more to go.
Distributor.
And I showed a preview of World Finals 2, of course.
Absolutely had a great run right there. And, you know, you can see even the runs that didn't have a whole lot going got as well as a 19 tonight.
All right, here we go. Steve Reynolds. Bulldozer going to go right for the back of the car and just pushed it forward. No slap really like Jim Kohler had last week in Atlanta. Oh, my. Just shoved it forward.
Bill Goldberg got a hold of Tom Mintz that this was his truck.
Here we go for the cars right here. There's the wheelie. Nice. Oh, what a landing. Beautiful.
Everybody's looking for something fresh to hit. With 16 trucks, this stuff is getting so beat up. It's hard to find an obstacle to get right now.
That's why you're the best freestylers. You find ways. Here we go, Reynolds. There, another wheelie. Again, like an unangled hit coming down, just earlier on the other hit he did. Good run so far for Reynolds, although he has no momentum, though. Here we go for the van stack. Up and over it.
Saturday night, March 24th, the World Finals are live in your house on pay-per-view.
Yep, cannot wait. Here we go. Third of van stack again. Smack that car. But looks like he's going to end it there. It was an okay run.
Steve Reynolds, I thought he was pretty strong.
We still got Tom. We still got Frolic. Bustin' Loose back there, haven't seen yet. Eradicate we haven't seen yet. And at 27, again, way too high.
Steve Reynolds.
Right, here we go, Todd Frolic in Gravedigger. Thankfully, he's able to come out. We saw him last time in Minneapolis 2000, remember? And Frolic had a power wheelie for the moment. Here we go for the back of the cars. Nice air. First time we're seeing him. We're going to go for that jump. And they're going to get nice air off those rollers. And they're going to go for that again as well. Bit of a wheelie. Up, and the drive shaft loop busted. And that's going to end it there.
This is undigger-like. Digger doesn't stop in freestyle.
Again, the problems.
I'm getting worried that it's a broken drive shaft. Broken drive shaft on Gravedigger, so that's going to end his freestyle.
Man, it's just like I told you all, the problems with number 14. Remember I told you all back in Houston, should not have debuted 14 yet, should have waited till the end of the year, and then done in 2002. Just nothing but problems for Gravedigger now.
That's it. Too bad.
Tough night for Gravedigger and Todd Frolic. He's got a 15.
Those scores are fair. Those scores are actually fair right there.
15 for Gravedigger and Todd Frolic. Coming up, the guy who loves to freestyle.
So it looks like Bustin' Loose and Eradicator didn't drive. Although I do remember them getting said they broke last time.
Harold Reynolds getting a little
so of course we have
there.
Gunslinger and Wrenchhead 2 with the lead. Oh, that sucks that they damaged that car too coming out. That sucks. Flip it back over.
You know, Scott, Gravedigger has seen better days. That was a tough week for him.
Yeah, you know, between the racing last week, breaking some drivetrain parts, and tonight here in freestyle, again, breaking drivetrain parts. you know, I'm pretty sure it all goes back. You know, they probably had a bad tire choice. They whooped themselves coming in here. And these tires, they have a real sharp edge. And this truck's making so much horsepower, and the track's so tacky and so sticky, you know, and it definitely proved, you know, all weekend here, the truck's sticking to the ground and breaking a lot of parts, getting too much traction.
All right, now we got one truck left. That would be Tom Meents and Goldberg. We've had 2 30s. We talked about it earlier. The only way you can beat them is to match them. So, let's see what Goldberg does.
All right, here we go. Tom Meents, he's going to go right for the van stack with some huge air coming down. Talk about not such a presence, as he is going for the sweep. Hopefully, oh, and 2 wheels, nice save. Hopefully this time he'll put up a great run instead of getting that undeserved win last week in land. Going to go for the cars. Just send it over, too, with so much distance. All right, here we go for the van stack. Again, look at the air he's gotten from it. Got a bit of a slap wheelie.
Probably like about 4 to 5 right now. This guy knows how to
oh, on 2 wheels again. Nice save. Gonna go over those rollers that Todd Frog just went for. Sky wheelie it. Oh, look at the end they did too. That's garbage.
He's the master of it.
I love that move.
Been slowing down a lot, but I know what he's going to do. And we all saw in the promo because they spoiled it. As here we go. He's going to go for the center jump. And look at the air he got. My goodness. That's 2001 we're talking about. What distance he got. My goodness. But he has no momentum lane. He needs to pick it up. But how about this? I know what he's going to do. How about he's going to go for the van sideways. Here we go. Right for it. Up and over. And he's going to go over. Oh, man. What a finish for Tom. Just like the wild run he had last year here in Indianapolis. My goodness, remind me of that when he went for the bus sideways in Houston a few weeks ago.
The judges don't have enough points on the score sheet for this one.
What a run by Tom. Now see, judges, that's an actual 30 scoring run right there.
He's okay.
I mean, we need another scorecard out there. That's a 40. If the others were 30s, that's a 40.
Only World Finals, though, remember. Only the World Finals. And only Dennis got the perfect 40 ever.
That's phenomenal.
Oh, just so beautiful. Look at that. Nice, Tom.
I'll tell you what, you can tell that safety cage held well there, because that was wild. Look at what Tom sees. On board with Tom Meents going.
Just a beautiful run. And, of course, an actual deserved perfect 30. So we have a freeway tie again. Harold Reynolds, Scott Hartsock, and Tom Meents. And unlike in the land, Tom deserved this win.
I tell you what, I was having fun out there.
Tom, I think you can drive that truck out here. Don't quote me on this, but I think a man of your mission can drive that truck away.
I'm sure going to try. You know, it's beat up a little bit, but you know, Ray Diskin, he'll get the body back together, and Mark Stevenson, he'll paint it again, and we'll be ready next week.
Yep. What a night. But yeah, yep, number 14, of course, like the problems, like I said before, should not have done 14 this year.
How about Wrenchhead? You got to give Harold Reynolds credit. He came out, put it on the line, flipped her over. The judges rewarded him.
Maybe one of the most amazing freestyles of the season so far.
No. Tom had more wild freestyles. Freaking, I'm trying to remember, it was, what event was it again?
As we added to the season points to weight the freestyle
like Minneapolis, that was a wild one.
And again, we'll remind you that this
but Dennis had an insane run, wild too, in Houston. But yeah, that was definitely not the best freestyle of the season so far. And just wait till World Finals 2. World Finals 2 is gonna straight up destroy everything.
If you can't be in Vegas with us, to check out Monster Jam World Finals 2. Should be fun, Scott.
Absolutely, the greatest event. You've got to have it in your living room. Get the whole gang together. Order it. Again, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, Saturday night live on pay-per-view. You can be there with us.
Well, it's been a great night and a great weekend here.
All right, so that was Monster Jam Indianapolis 2001 Freestyle, which I finally got to. We have a freeway tie between Wrenchhead 2, Gunslinger, and Goldberg, but only Tom deserved it straight up, but he got another sweep. But that's going to wrap up here with a great event, despite all the edits and all that. So next up, we're heading to New Orleans, so see you guys then.